If I were to choose a common denominator in my work, it might be that it's situated in place and experience. At the same time, I want to be able to move across different territories before making conclusions. And that way, I'm for multiplicity, even if it's too much. My name is Kedan. My background is in architecture and urban design. I've been living in Miami for over a decade. In some ways, Miami is a medium I work with. It's a lens for viewing into and beyond the city. And by city, I don't just mean the downtown. It includes the swamps, the suburbs, server farms, everything. The landscape has a synthetic nature. When you're driving on the highway, you can see Miami's topography is mostly low and flat, overlaid with other topographies deposited over time by various circuits of settlers, speculators, migrants, snowbirds, of crops, contraband, global capital, storms. It's highly stratified, but it's also a very leaky place, metaphorically and operationally. It's under construction and dissolving at the same time. Landscape and speculation are entangled as well. The air is conditioned, water bodies are carved, islands are filled. At this point, we have to engineer nature for it to exist. So it's difficult to separate the natural from the city. I find that situation both unsettling and potentially operative. There's the general understanding of speculation that's about taking risk for personal gain. Here it's real estate. It feeds the narrative, the tax base. But there's also a way to think about speculation that's more open-ended, more an experimental process, developing the means to imagine alternative futures. It's this approach I also want to consider. I'm fascinated by cities, but I also have a lot of ambivalence about city making. I have a lot of ambivalence about notions of progress and the stories that cities tell themselves. More recently, my approach has been about unlearning, letting go of certain kinds of knowledge to let in other ways of thinking about and being in the world. If you've ever seen cruise ships entering Government Cut at night, they look like gigantic illuminated Christmas trees. In the daytime when those ships are setting out on a new trip, and if you're standing on a certain part of the beach, it looks like a piece of the city has become unmoored. It's a feeling of delight and dread and potential all coming together. A lot of things are becoming unfamiliar, unrecognizable. I'm looking for how you move into the uncertainty, invite it in, collaborate with it. In my own work, whether I'm making a sculpture, a book, an installation, or whether it takes the form of a website, a collaborative, a platform, these are all ways for me of moving forward or towards the unknown, the uneasiness, exploring different positions, different ways of making meaning.